Majak, if you get through training this week, you're pulling the boots on. How do you feel?
I'm pretty excited. Yeah, I kind of wish the game was tomorrow. I suppose I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. Yeah, there's some people I'd like to thank. You know, Alex sitting on my right hand side, and Shorey and the footy club. Scotty when he was here, my family, my friends, my teammates. There's been a lot of work that's gone to get me right to this point. But yeah, I can't wait for next Sunday. So.
What are you looking forward to the most?
Just, you know, change of scenery really. I've been in the gym for, I guess, almost 7 months now, and going out there and playing with my teammates and doing something I love again. So, yeah.
Physically, how tough's the road been back from the injuries you suffered?
It's been pretty tough. You know, I guess getting my body strong again. Believe it or not, I'm stronger than I've ever been. But I guess, yeah, knowing the expectation and how hard it was going to be to get back, that was something I wanted to do. And like I said earlier, I love playing AFL footy, and that's something I wanted to get back to. And providing I did the hard work, you know, I'm almost there now. So.
Did you set a game, or was there a target date to get back, or was that something that's only sort of happened in the last few weeks?
It's been a pretty hard injury to sort of put specific dates on. There was nothing to compare it to, like a shoulder reconstruction or a knee. I guess it was a bit of a learning experience for all of us, the medical staff, the physios, and I guess it was almost walking again. You know, running, doing bike, all those sort of things to build up to see where I can get to. And I suppose when I sort of had the confidence in my body again, you know, over the past month I've been able to do some training with the boys, do some running, and feeling really confident. And yeah, I've still got a few things to tick off before Sunday. So, but it's really nice to get to this stage, knowing that, you know, the potential of playing footy again is a possibility. So.
On Sunday, if you play, will you play a full match, or you know, will you just play parts? Is there any expectation?
Yeah, I mean, I joked in the meeting before that, you know, play me in Hobart this weekend. So, you know, I'm very optimistic, but I think that's why it's good to have someone like Alex and Shorey and the physios around me, so they put these things in place. And it'll be a limited game time, but you know, I think what it's done is, you know, I've given myself the platform to be able to build up from this week onward. So.
Did you think you'd be able to recover so quickly? 7 months and broken hips and pelvis. I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah, I think to be honest, I didn't know how quick I would recover. I was just almost every time would make a milestone. You know, running on the Ultra G. You know, I think a lot of people saw that and just see how the body pulled up from it, and I kept on pulling up really well from different stimulus. And yeah, I think I've surprised a lot of people, but you know, that just goes to show you know, the calibre of this footy club. You know, the people I've got around me, the support to make sure that they can push me, but also pull me back when I needed to. So it's been an amazing rehab phase for me. I've learnt a lot about myself. You know, it's made me realise how good of an opportunity that I have, and missing something that I really enjoy. So.
Was there ever a time, maybe early days, you thought, "Bugger this is too hard"?
Yeah, I mean, it's been challenging. It's been challenging at times. Just the type of pain. It was different pain. You know, ability to back up days and pull back, and you know, those things were challenging, and not being able to do things that I took for granted in the past. You know, I think walking was a big thing. I could only walk for a certain amount of time before I was sore. I could only run so far, and I guess knowing that what my body is capable of, but I wasn't quite ready there, so I had to be really patient and just wait. And you know, I think and the great thing having Alex around was he's been around for a long time, so he's seen different injuries and giving me that comfort that if you put in the work, things will come. So.
What did you miss about football? What did you miss about football that really helped you get back and work back towards it?
I guess it's been a pretty tough season for our footy club. Early days, when we're getting the required result, and seeing the boys lose on a number of occasions, and I guess how I wanted to be out there and help them in one way or another. But I think for me it was just keeping it really simple and bringing it back to if I want to be out there, then there are things that I've got to keep doing, boxes I have to tick to get me back out there, and that really gave me a reassurance that I miss playing, but I've still got work to do in the gym to get back out to playing.
Now that you're at this stage, do you now reset the goal to play senior football this year?
I mean that's my main goal. I want to play AFL footy. Whether that's going to be whether that's going to be this year, whether that's going to be next year, I'm not quite sure how my body will still respond to the game load. It's obviously AFL is a big step up from VFL. I've just got to keep listening to the guys around me in terms of they'll set the game minutes for me, and if I keep completing them, I'll get back to AFL footy. If not, then that's fine. I still set myself up, either this year, later this year, or next year. So, but I sit really comfortable in knowing that I'll play AFL footy again. So.
Did it ever cross your mind that you might not play?
No, it's pretty. Been able to recover really well, and I'm pretty. The boys used to joke around that I'm all genetics and everything, but no, I think really blessed with body type, and I guess put that with some really hard work in the gym, and my body's looked after me.
Just on that too, with Madge, we're going to take the slow approach. It's really important that we tick all the boxes for him to play this week or the next week, whenever that is. But we want to make sure he can play AFL football again, and we can announce today that he's signed a contract extension for next year as well. So that's really pleasing, and we're looking forward to looking after him and making sure he can fulfil that goal.
What's that mean to you, Majak? You haven't got back out there yet, but the faith is there for next year.
I mean, that's I guess the support that the club's provided me from day one has been remarkable. Not just me, but my teammates, and it's been a hard time for everyone. But I think just to get that commitment and allow me to continue onwards next year is huge, because the only way I can repay the club back is through playing AFL footy. So I'm really excited. The boys had a good win on the weekend, and I really want to be part of that team. So this is only another step forward.
And even playing on Sunday, VFL's obviously a step up from training.
Mm-hmm.
Are you confident with your body going in there, even though it'll be limited game time? You won't know till you get out on that field. How do you feel?
I mean, I'll be huffing and puffing, no doubt. But I think just to go out there and play again, it's pretty it'll be an indescribable feeling. I mean, some of the milestones that I've been able to tick off, joining into training with the boys for the first time. I don't know. I guess me and Alex have been able to build a pretty good relationship, so you might get a bit of separation anxiety.
I'm just going to tackle anyone that goes near you.
So,
But,
Alex, can you take us through the physical side of the recovery?
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely a unique rehabilitation. I don't know if anyone's rehabbed the injuries that Majak had and gotten back to this level of sport, but the entire process, as a medical staff and as a performance team, we've just been shocked at how quickly he's adapted. I mean, having seen him in January, where we basically had to teach Majak how to walk properly without limping and asymmetries, and he just progressed all the stages. He just progressed so fast. It's kind of like having a Ferrari. You just got to make sure that you build the chassis properly along the way. And there's definitely, 6 or 7 months doesn't seem like a long time, but it's felt like a long time, and we've had a few setbacks along the way. And part of this is we'll continue to have a few setbacks. So it's important to mention that moving forward, that we don't have a set plan for what game time is going to play at this moment. We just got to go through some steps, and it may be that he plays, in a few weeks' time. It maybe he plays this weekend and then has a week off. We just got to see how his pelvis responds. We just don't have a template for that. But to me, the amount of work that Majak's put in is unbelievable. He hasn't missed a session. He's come in when he's sick. He's been bugging me to play for the last 8 weeks. So it's a real credit to where he is. And obviously this is a bit bigger than footy. And to me, where Majak is now, it's the biggest win we could have. I mean, the fact we're even here in July contemplating, him returning to football, to me is amazing.
How much is, and you say Majak's worked incredibly hard, how much is his natural physical use?
Yeah,
in this process?
it's a big component. I think staff and players are jealous because Majak didn't touch an upper body weight for 3 months and still kills everybody down there. So no, definitely genetics plays a good part, and that's been a big piece of it.
Reece, if he's physically up to it in 4 or 6 weeks' time or whatever, do you think he's in your best 22?
I think we've seen it stages throughout his career, and especially last year. Seeing him play footy, he certainly was one of our most important players, if not our most important player. So if he can get back to that level, it'd be fantastic. But as we keep saying, it's just great to see him back at some stage in the near future, and that's the most important thing, and that's all we're worrying about at the moment.
Has it lifted all the players? Has it lifted all the players?
Oh, it's look at that smile, eh? Like it's just good to see him up and about, and we all get a lift when we see Madge, and I know it's going to be pretty special when he does play. I think it's going to give the whole club and the AFL as a whole a massive boost.
Majak, is something about the way you play that at least initially you'll have to modify because of the recovery?
I think the minutes that I will play will just allow me to play my natural game, and there'll be restrictions around. Is there any restriction?
Yeah. I mean, I think from a physical point of view, we obviously test a lot of different parameters, and as Madge said earlier, his strength numbers early on just didn't make sense for the pathology that he had. So it's he's as strong as he's ever been, and I really don't feel he's lost any explosiveness. So I think you'll still see that. We just need to make sure that we allow the opportunity for that to build over increasing minutes of game time.
Majak, you mentioned earlier about the teammates and how integral they've been. Can you tell me a little bit about that relationship and how important it's been for your physical recovery having them there?
Yeah, I think being in hospital for a month is a long time, and just having my teammates come in, if not on a daily basis, I think we got to a point where we had to turn people back because I needed to rest. But they were there for me right from the start, and always checking in. And when I came back to the footy club, it's a great feeling knowing how much you're loved in this environment, and I guess for me, knowing how much I meant to them, that was huge in my recovery, and that's why I really can't wait to build back up and get back out there and play, because nothing beats winning with your teammates. So,
what are you going to play? Full forward and you put your hand up, or following up half back?
I don't know where I'll fit in the back six, but I think I'm still a defender and maybe pinch it in the ruck here and there. So, what do you reckon?
No, it's all right.
And for the last month or so, with the new coach, like the excitement about the big wins, that made you even more excited to get back and to be a part of that?
Yeah, I had to really kind of harness my excitement a little bit, because I don't want to get too ahead of myself and then get disappointed if things didn't go too well. But having Shorey on board as a coach last month has been incredible for the playing group. It's kept it simple. In terms of, I guess, how we play, we played pretty consistently, and I think it's just carried on what Scotty was trying to implement, and I think we saw that Saturday night. So it's pretty exciting next month for our footy club, just to see where we can get to and how well we can play our brand. So.
Did it make you excited watching them beat the Pies? Were you just
Yeah.
so pumped to get out there?
Oh, it was pretty cool. I mean, just to keep them to that score, and I guess just how well the boys played, and then you see someone like Ben Cunnington has been playing so consistently this year. You just want to be a part of it. But yeah, I just still got to be patient because I'll get there. So I've waited long enough. I think I can wait another month. So.
Alex, can you talk us through the session you put Majak through last weekend as sort of the on box to sort of tick off?
Yeah. So we trained last Saturday morning in the wet, so it was good chance to look at variable conditions. But basically, it was a footy specific session. So there was a ton of running, and it's all based on the minutes that we're aiming to getting back onto, making sure that we've done a lot more than that in training. A lot of high speed running, heavy change of direction. Jumping into ruck bags, contact, tackling, and just a lot of work. We were lucky, well not lucky in a sense, but we had a couple of other players that were coming back from injury that we're looking to bring back in the next few weeks, so we could have a real football specific live session with those players. And it was a good hit out, and then we've just got to recover off that, and then hopefully train fully this week and see what happens from there.
Majak, do you have a message to the fans? Will be pumped to see you back there on the ground?
Yeah, I mean, it's my message has remained consistent. Every time I've achieved something through my recovery, and I really want to thank everyone. That's to our fans, members, people of North Melbourne. It hasn't been easy, but I guess what's made it easy is the support of everyone, and I think that's important. When you get chances like this, to thank everyone. So.